I have an obsession with this relationship to the point where I have these two in a photo frame. They're not even my friends. I don't know them. Although I do wish I knew them and I wish we were friends. So call me. Just throwing that out there. Just put it in the universe. Hello, it's me. Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. Happy 2018. Hope it's going very, very well and you are sticking with your New Year's resolution because I'm not. Although I didn't really have a New Year's resolution, so oh well. I mean, every day is a new day, so be bold, be brave, challenge yourself, do things that you're uncomfortable with. And that goes to me too. Me. Uh, I want to talk today, very quickly, it's a short video, very briefly about ships. And I'm not talking about like cruise ships. I'm talking about relationships as what people call shipping or to ship or in a ship. Just say relationship. I'm old school, old fashioned. Okay? To clarify that I'm talking about other people's relationships and not my own or like giving advice. It's just like my obsession with pop culture and their relationships. So if you are like that, please comment below and tell me about your story because I want to hear about that definitely because I know or I hope that I'm not alone on an island on this. So fantasy relationships, as in like on TV, movies, you know, it's not really real, but sometimes the characters or the actors who play the characters do date in real life, which is nice. I mean, hello, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, anyone? Too soon? No, it's not. Okay, so first up, I first got obsessed with the Gilmore Girls on originally the WB and then the CW and now Netflix, I guess. But I was obsessed with Rory and Dean when I first saw them together. I was like rooting for them so hard. Yes. And then, you know, they introduced Jess in season 2 and I'm like, screw you, Dean. It's Team Jess all the way. And I love the dynamic and the chemistry between Rory and Dean and Rory and Jess that I would print out like, you know, images from online, just print them, put them on my wall and be like, I don't know who to vote for, but you both, you know, she likes both of them, so have both. My next ship that I was interested in, that I was rooting for, was definitely Gossip Girl. Blair and Chuck. I mean, after God knows how many years of them not being together, them being together, then dad comes in and then her mom and just everything. I'm so glad that they are together at the end. Sorry if you haven't seen that show. I just spoiled. I just can't talk. I just spoiled it for you. And the next one would be Glee. There is actually quite a few relationships in that show because that show has such a huge cast. First and foremost, Rachel and Finn. They're legendary. They're epic. Corey Monteith and Leah Michelle played their characters so well. Rest in peace, Corey. Brittany and Santana, they are just fun, spunky, you know, live off the edge, and they were just magical to watch on screen as well. And finally, of course, Blaine and Kurt. I love Darren Criss, and I also love Chris Colfer, but Darren Criss is awesome. You know, he's great. And the last one that's like fantasy on TV is I'm not ashamed to admit that I watched just one soap opera on NBC like a few years ago, and now I kind of like catch up on it when I have a chance, but I don't because I work when it's on. Days of Our Lives on NBC. I'm a huge fan of Will Horton and Sunny. Will and Sunny Wilson, hashtag Wilson. Yeah, speaking of every relationship here, they do like hashtags, so that's kind of cool too to like merge them together, like going back to Brangelina. But yeah, I had an obsession with all of these relationships at the time when I was watching the TV shows, and I think that was actually a huge reason why I was watching the shows not necessarily the plot or like the character development of each of these characters going through their lives in the show. It was more like as long as their scenes are together and there's some loving moments, I'm happy. And I love when YouTube, you know, people, what are we called? Just people who upload videos. They just put like a pile of all these videos of the characters together. Like I would favorite all of those because it's just, I don't know, for me, because life is it's always very, you know, hard, or like there's always bad news. So for me to escape for a second with TV and film and just zone out for 10 minutes and just watch all those scenes of happiness, sometimes tragedy, but then they get back together, so it's happiness, makes me happy. So it's fine with me, you know, it's fine. Moving away now from fictional relationships, I'm going to talk about nonfiction and 4 relationships that I discovered on YouTube. And they post weekly videos, so that's kind of nice for me to just, you know, watch love from different people. And it's really nice to watch how they've grown from the past to what they are now. I'm going to first start off with Mark Miller and Ethan Heathcote. They are originally from Ohio, then moved to now Los Angeles, which is close to me. And I've actually met them before because they had a meetup in a library in Beverly Hills filming a water balloon scene, and I got a picture, and look what I did. I blew it up on a canvas, see? I'm in the middle of that sandwich. But they spread positivity, and their message is basically just enjoy life and be you, accept who you are, and just don't take shit from anyone. And I love that. And so I love their channel, and I love Ethan's cooking channel. I mean, now I make Brussels sprouts like he makes it, so it's pretty awesome. And they still make YouTube videos right now to this day, so that's awesome. My second relationship on YouTube that I found was Jackson and Dylan. So Jackson used to live in California, now he moved with Dylan in New York because Dylan's in college at Columbia University. And they are awesome too, you know, they do challenges and they do fun videos that just, you know, breaks away from like the norm and like being boring in a mundane life, and they are exciting, they're cool, and they are awesome. I love watching their channel too, they're cool. The third one, they actually, at least I think they stopped for a while. It's Jack and Travis. They're kind of funny. I don't think they're in a real relationship, so it's funny to do videos when it's funny when they do videos and I watch. It's kind of hilarious. They're just cool. They're funny. They're dramatic, and I love it. I love watching drama. Sorry, my dog is scratching. Buttons, stop. Stop scratching. But all these relationships, you know, I'm really obsessed with. When I first find them, I'm like, yes, I find it, I'm excited. I watch all their clips and videos, like I favorite everything. And then after a while, you know, you start, not bored, but you just like, okay, it's cool. Then you move on to the next one and the next one. And now I'm on my 4th YouTube relationship that I am obsessed with currently right now at this moment. And if they had a meetup, I would actually go and meet them too and blow up a canvas like this. They are a little bit younger. It's okay. I'm still a fan of theirs. It's Nick Horton and Brandon. They are so funny together. They're so funny. Their dynamic is really fun to watch. I kind of want to be friends with them because they're so cool and so funny. And, you know, it's great to watch all of this for me. I just like it. It sounds like I don't have a relationship by saying all this, but I do, so I'm okay. I'm okay. But yeah, you know, whether it's fantasy, reality, doesn't matter. I love, and just watching it from other people. It's always, like I said, it's always cool to, you know, watch it from the beginning and then see what it is today. It's so cool, and it's so great. It's a breath of fresh air from like all the bad news that happens around the world on a daily basis. So I will say another ship I wish did happen would be Call Me By Your Name. between Timothy and Army, because I love those two. And if you haven't watched Call Me By Your Name, go watch it. It is out in theaters nationwide now. I will say, you know, my obsession with all of them is not just an obsession, but I think each of them have taught me a lesson in real life. And also, you know, the actors that play their characters, they have, you know, Twitter and Instagram, so I follow them. And, you know, some of them do good causes that I'm interested in, so that opened doors for me to see, oh, this is what they're doing, and that's cool, you know. They're donating for this kind of nonprofit. Maybe I should do something for that too. So they have star power, in my opinion, to tell their fans, you know, to do this, do that, and make the world a better place. So I try to do that. So yeah. Don't forget to love life and live happy, and I will see you next time.